So earlier this week, I asked about time and what you thought time was, what time meant to you, and just wanted to share some ideas or thoughts that I had about time. I think that our perception of time changes and is altered by what it is that we are interacting with. So I think that it is possible to almost stop aging, in a sense, if you spend more time inside of different pockets of time, different avenues, things that occupy your time. So I think that there are actions that we can take, like making art, like playing music, like dancing, like writing a story, like taking pictures, becoming a part of your environment, becoming one with the environment, I think allows us to slow down time. But perhaps we're not slowing time down, and perhaps we aren't speeding time up by doing the opposite. It might just be our perception of that. So, when you're doing an action that you enjoy doing, you often find yourself forgetting time. And then we have other actions that we take that we say kill time. We play games on our phones, we surf the net, we play video games, we do all sorts of things. We watch TV shows, we binge watch Netflix. We do all of these things to kill time. And I'm not so sure that people that kill time fully understand what it is. And so, I'm suggesting that the more time that you spend doing an activity that you love, an activity that you're engaged in, an art, a craft, it doesn't even have to be something that is particularly individual. It could be a group activity. Playing sports allows a lot of people to lose time. You could play basketball in the backyard for hours when you were a little kid. And the only real thing that you kind of paid attention to was the sun setting. As a kid, that's how you viewed time. It's how you judged time. You're in the backyard, or you were at a friend's house, and you would notice that the sun was setting, and that meant that it was time for you to go home, because you had to get up early, and that was someone else's schedule, a school that you had to be a part of, a parent that you had to wake up with, a daycare center you had to go to. All of these things, not by choice. And so we were connected with our environment, the actual world, Earth. We were one with it. And now most of us are glued to a screen. And the time passes by faster and faster. And when your children are not introduced to activities that they completely lose themselves in, when your children are copying you and your actions are setting a bad example for them, they're going to set a bad example for their kids, and so on down the line, until none of us remember to go outside and appreciate what's in front of us. And I think it's time that we think about that. And I want to thank all of you for listening to this and for participating, if you participated, in the question that I proposed. And thanks again for listening.